I highly recommend that you move away from setting those New Year resolutions and start setting smart goals for yourself. Hey YouTube, welcome back to my channel. So today's topic is going to be New Year resolutions versus goal setting. Now that the holiday season is over and we're about a week into the new year, I know that everybody is now thinking about different ways to self-improve, and everybody's setting New Year resolutions. And so I just wanted to take a moment today to talk about the difference between setting a New Year resolution versus setting goals. So now that everybody's all partied out and the new year is over, now we can kind of settle down and focus in on what we want to accomplish this year. So I've never really been a New Year resolution person. When I did set New Year resolutions, they would kind of just be very general, very nonchalant. I would kind of just throw something out into the atmosphere, and if it happened, it happened, and if it didn't, it didn't. I wouldn't put too much thought into it at all, and I wouldn't go into too much detail or anything like that. It would kind of be like, hey, you know, I want to lose weight this year. And that's that. And if I tried to reach that, I don't know. Sometimes I wouldn't even try, y'all. I'm not gonna even lie. Sometimes I wouldn't even try to reach the New Year resolution that I would set for myself. It would kind of just, like I said, be thrown out there, and it is what it is. So a few years ago, I kind of moved away from setting New Year resolutions, and I started setting New Year goals for myself. And I found that has really helped me in accomplishing the things that I want to accomplish. So today I want to share some tips with you guys on how to be successful at accomplishing your goals. So here's a great way to look at it. So say you want to go somewhere. You wake up and you're like, hey, I want to go somewhere today. I want to live on the edge. I want to go out. I want to be outside. I want to do something. So you can wake up and you can hop in your car and you can just start driving. You don't really know where you want to go. Even if you do know where you want to go, even if you have a destination in mind, but you don't know how to get there. Okay, this is your first time going to that spot and you don't know how to get there. So there's two things you could do, two roads you can take. You can hop in your car and you can just start driving and hope that you arrive at your destination at some point. Or you can use your GPS. You can type in your destination and you can get a step-by-step guide. You can get a step-by-step guide on how to reach your destination. You're gonna know what streets you need to take. You're gonna know where you need to turn. You're gonna know if you need to pay tolls. You're gonna know your estimated arrival time. You're gonna know everything. And you are more likely to reach your destination using the GPS as opposed to just hopping in your car and driving down the road blindly, hoping that you eventually get to where you want to go. So let's take a quick moment and compare the definition of a resolution versus the definition of a goal. So as you can see, a resolution is a little bit more lax. It's a little bit more relaxed as opposed to an actual goal. With goals, you want to get detailed, you want to get specific, and you want to really have a plan to work towards meeting that goal. So one of the things that I learned a while back, a few years back, I was actually introduced to this goal setting method at work, actually. So it's called SMART goal setting. SMART is actually an acronym, and each letter in SMART actually stands for something. So let's take a quick moment and look at what each letter in SMART actually stands for. So now let's quickly go into a little detail about each word. The S stands for specific. So you want to get specific in your goal setting. You want to go into detail. So as opposed to saying, I want to lose weight, you could say something like, I want to lose 10 pounds, or you could get even more specific and you can say, I want to lose 10 pounds by May 1st. M stands for measurable. So you want your goals to be measurable, using numbers, things like that. So as opposed to saying, I want to lose weight, how do you measure that? Do you know how much you weigh before you start your goal? Do you know how much weight you want to lose? Do you know what's your deadline for losing weight? All of those things help you to make sure that your goal is measurable. The A stands for attainable. You want to make sure that your goals are attainable. Your goals should be challenging, but at the same time, you should make sure you're setting a goal that you can reach. So you don't want to say something like, I want to lose 100 pounds in 10 days, okay? That's not really, I'm not trying to shoot down anybody's goals or anything like that, but you want to make sure that your goal is something that you actually can work towards accomplishing. R stands for realistic. So attainable and realistic kind of play hand in hand. So you also want to make sure your goals are realistic. Losing 100 pounds in 10 days is not really realistic. Maybe say 10 pounds in a month. That's more attainable and more realistic. And lastly, you want to make sure your goals are timely. You want to make sure you're setting good timelines for meeting your goals. And that in return is going to help you be able to be successful at accomplishing your goals. So taking all of that into consideration, I have really found that this method of goal setting has really, really worked out well for me. I started setting goals for myself back in maybe about 3 years ago, and I actually got into a lot of detail when I started setting my goals. I started writing them down. I started planning, thinking of different ways that I could work towards achieving my goals, and I must say that I have been successful at accomplishing most, if not all, of my goals that I have set for myself within the past 3 years. So that is why I wanted to share this method with you. So now that you've thrown out your New Year resolutions and things like that, I encourage everyone to take some time out, sit down, set some SMART goals for yourself, and work towards accomplishing those goals. So the benefits of SMART goal setting are that you can set realistic goals, realistic timelines that you know that you can meet. You have a plan for how you're going to set those goals, what your deadlines are, what your numbers are, and things like that. So I highly, highly, highly recommend that you move away from setting those New Year resolutions and start setting SMART goals for yourself. Write them down, take a picture, do whatever you need to do. No, I'm kidding. But definitely write them down, plan, plan, plan. Be realistic with yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. When you go into detail about your goals and you're realistic about how you're going to accomplish those goals and what you're going to work towards accomplishing, you will be so happy and rewarded when you actually meet your goal. It's going to be so rewarding, and you're definitely going to want to set more goals and more goals and more goals, and you're just going to keep winning and winning and winning. I promise you that. Just to let you guys in on a little secret, one of my New Year goals is to definitely be more consistent on YouTube. So I have lots of ideas and lots of videos coming your way. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.